Don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved Hogwarts Legacy, but there are a few things that I think should have been in the game that I'd like to talk about.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves.
What's up, my juicy gamers? It's Juicer here, and today I'm going to be talking about a few things that I think should have been in Hogwarts Legacy. The first of which, and definitely the largest one, is Quidditch. Quidditch is one of the most iconic things in the Harry Potter franchise. For them not to include it in this game at all is a miss for me. I went into this game and knew that you were going to be able to fly on a broom. I saw it on all of the trailers, all of the pre-released gameplay, and I was super excited for Quidditch, as I'm guessing most of you were as well. When Headmaster Black at the beginning of the game said that,
"Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled."
"What? No." I was really confused. I thought that maybe later in the game, someone would convince him that it would be okay to play Quidditch, but no, it's not in the game at all. The worst part of it is, you can fly on a broom, you can see the Quidditch stadium, it's right there on the Hogwarts grounds, but for some reason, you can't play. Ever since I watched Harry Potter, I feel like most people dreamed of catching that golden snitch and winning the game for your house. I'm really hoping Quidditch comes out in some DLC in the future, but from everything that we're hearing, there are no DLCs for this game. Another absolutely massive part of the game is your interaction with the other students and characters in the game. The fact that your dialogue choices make absolutely no difference to how the game plays out is, again, a pretty big miss for me. In 2023, I feel like there should always be a system in place where your good and your evil choices matter. From playing this game for probably 50 to 60 hours since release, I still haven't found anything that actually matters in the choices that you make in the dialogue with characters. If you side with those students who are torturing the poor Neasels in your first Beast class, Poppy Sweeting should just never talk to you again. You would never get any of her side quests, you would never meet the Hippogriff, you would never do the Dragon Quest, and that would be up to you because you made a terrible choice and the dialogue that you had with Poppy was bad. I just wish that my dialogue choices actually mattered to the long-term gameplay. Speaking of the dragons, why can't I capture one and put it in my vivarium? You can't taunt me with an entire dragon quest line where you actually capture a dragon egg and not let me ride one around or put it in my vivarium and take care of it. That tease of the dragon egg, I just really wish that they could have followed through and I would have been able to use the dragon. Another part of the game that really frustrated me was all the locked houses. I understand that they're supposed to be locked behind those doors for the Demiguise quest, but shouldn't there be some negative drawback to literally breaking into people's houses? Whether at the beginning of the game for the restricted section, or when you actually receive the Demiguise quest from Mr. Moon, there's a system in place that tells you that you're not supposed to be here. You can see it in the minimap. There's a red pulse that literally tells you you are in a place you are not supposed to be. Why isn't that used for all of the houses that you break into throughout the game? Alohomora is an incredibly easy minigame, and I wish each house had some sort of patrolling person so that as soon as you walk into someone's house, they would tell you to get out. It just feels strange that they have the system in place in the game, but don't use it everywhere. This might be only a me thing, but how come we don't actually take the O.W.L.s at the end of the school year? Professor Weasley constantly reminds you that you should continue filling up your field guide because at the end of the school year, you'll be taking your O.W.L.s. But that just never happens. It's a very strange thing for someone to keep telling you, oh, you're going to be taking this, you're going to be taking this, and then not have it pan out at all at the end of the game. They could have even put in some sort of like Pokemon system where you answer a couple of questions, and if you get them right, you get some sort of cosmetic reward or maybe some information about something that you can find in the game. Just give me something. I understand that they want you to fill your field guide. However, talking about it so often really left a weird taste in my mouth when the only thing you get at the end of the game is a cutscene of you literally just writing on a piece of paper, and that's supposed to be the O.W.L.s. Very, very weird to me. I've played through the game twice at this point, and there's virtually no difference between each house. That is, again, very, very strange to me. If you want your players to keep playing your game, from what I can gather, there's only one quest line that's different between all of the 4 houses. It would have been really cool if choosing your house actually did something in the game other than give you a different place to wake up each time the season changed. One thing that I'm puzzled by, and I'm wondering if you felt the same way, is why are there no Malfoys? There are 2 Weasleys. There's even a Black to give you some reference to Sirius. However, why aren't there any Malfoys? Even if it's just a small character in the game that you get a little bit of a reference to, having a Malfoy would have been really good nostalgia for a bunch of people. There's also no references at all to Potter. It would have been nice if there was some reference, even if it's a small Easter egg thing, to the Potter line. I think it would have paid off quite a bit for the Harry Potter fans. Lastly, and this would actually probably take quite a lot of development, I feel like there should have been some multiplayer. Throughout the world, you have the dueling arenas that require you to kill waves and waves of enemies, but I wish they had some sort of multiplayer arena where I could log on with my friends or maybe even play it solo and match up with someone on the internet and have a wizard duel. I feel like that would have been really, really cool. You definitely would have had to nerf Protego and the dodging mechanic, otherwise I feel like a lot of people wouldn't get hit at all, but I'm sure they could have found something to at least make it fun. A little bit of multiplayer would have gone a long way, I feel like. I hope this didn't come off as too negative, because overall, I really, really, really did love this game. But with a franchise such as Harry Potter, which is so vast and grand, I feel like there were definitely a few things that they missed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it and want to see more content like this, leave a like and hit the subscribe button. Is there anything that you think that I missed? Maybe like gobstones or something like that? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.